Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to go ahead and chime in on the situation that's going on over at the Breakfast Club with Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, and Jess Hilarious, and now potential fourth co-host Lauren LaRosa, formerly of TMZ. Now, Jess Hilarious personally picked, according to her, Lauren LaRosa to be her fill-in while she went on maternity leave. However, when she came back from maternity leave, Lauren LaRosa never left and is still there. And so it's been quite some time. I don't watch The Breakfast Club I don't watch it at all anymore, but I think it's been maybe about 6 months, 5 years. Y'all can, definitely let me know down in the comments, but definitely somewhere in between. Let's just say 3 to 7 months since Jess Hilarious has been back on The Breakfast Club and Lauren LaRosa is still there. Now, Jess Hilarious went live on her Instagram and some people will say she vented, some people say it was a rant, some people will say it was, airing dirty laundry, however you want to put it. On her live, she pretty much bashed the situation at The Breakfast Club. Her co-host, bosses, she just went at him, which is something that you don't do. You definitely don't go on a public forum and talk about your job if you want to keep it. But that's just how I roll. But anyway, so she went on her live. She kind of gave a recap that, hey, I picked Lauren LaRosa to be my replacement while I went on maternity leave. I come back, she's still there. My segment with The Breakfast Club is called Jess with the Mess, but now it's like her just introducing it, and then Lauren LaRosa takes over and talks about whatever the, trending topics or headlines may be that particular day. And Jess is kind of just there in the background. And Jess says she's gone to producers, she's gone to whomever management is, the higher ups, to say, what's going on? Basically, she feels like she's being pushed out. And Lauren LaRosa is taking over. And it's probably that, as well as she reads the comments, as most content creators say they do. And a lot of people are saying that Lauren LaRosa is better. And Jess has admittedly agreed in terms of that she, as she put it, she reads right. She reads right, which I think is in her vernacular, the way of saying she reads better than I do, Now, Jess Hilarious, as she put it, she was not hired to be the journalistic reporter that Lauren LaRosa is. Lauren LaRosa has a journalistic background, especially, she went to school for that, and then working for TMZ, you have to have your stuff together, like details of the story and all of that, fact checks. That's TMZ for the most part, right? Jess Hilarious, was just hired kind of just for the funny take on the trending topics or the hot topics, So they do something different. Now, the comments will tell you that Lauren LaRosa is way better. She's prepared. She's on top of it. She shows up to work, etc. And Jess is just kind of seems like she just got the notes on what she was going to be doing, 5 minutes before they say, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're on. It's like, okay, let me hurry up and get through this. You know what I mean? And so that's what the comments are saying. And a lot of pressure has been falling on Jess from that. And then another comedian by the name of Corey Holcomb, he's kind of gone at her in a certain way. He doesn't call her Jess Hilarious. He calls her less hilarious because he doesn't think she's funny. And everyone is entitled to their opinion. So Jess goes on her Instagram Live. She does that rant. She shows up to the Breakfast Club the next day. Of course, the co-hosts are going to have something to say, you pretty much you bashed us publicly, so now we got to have it online, right? We could have handled this behind the scenes, but let's go ahead and do it since it's out in the public now, So Lauren LaRosa had her, which I thought was very professional. She had her notepad. She took notes from Jess Hilarious's live on things that she either did not know Jess had a problem with or what she had a problem with. This is, A, B, C, D. She went down the list on what she, bothered her or she felt some type of way about, right? Now, of course, Jess had her rebuttals, and I think probably one of the strongest points that Jess kept making was, I picked you to be here, I picked Lauren to be here. Basically saying, without saying, you're here because of me. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a dig and throw some shit in your face. Like, if I didn't pick you, you wouldn't be here. And Lauren, even they went back and forth for maybe like 8 to 10 minutes. I'm not going to post the clip here because I don't want any copyright strikes, but it's everywhere on the internet. You can find it. Lauren ended it by saying, I'm the producer, you're the talent, so, we're going to be good. And that was her way of kind of slam dunking and ending the conversation. So now that we've done a little quick recap, here's my take on it. One, Jess Hilarious is entitled to feel however she wants to feel about her job. You're entitled to that, okay? And no one can tell you how to feel about what you feel, okay? However, those feelings should be kept within the four walls of your home, or you have those conversations with your spouse or your mom or your dad or your sibling, somebody that you trust, like, hey, this is going on. They'll probably tell you, well, it looks like they're getting ready to let you go if somebody's in your position, like, get your resume together, start booking gigs or whatever, you don't go, especially in the entertainment industry, you don't go and blast your employer, your coworkers publicly if you want to continue working. If the writings are on the wall that it looks like I'm getting ready to be out of my job, or I'm being pushed out, I'm being pushed over, something's fishy going on, nobody's really telling me, everyone's just kind of, oh, everything's great, everything's fine, you're wonderful, you're secure, all of that pacifying. Gut intuition will tell you something's up. Okay? In the entertainment industry, a la Monique, a la Nene Leakes, these people that have gone publicly out for, the higher ups, that's a wonderful way to get yourself blackballed. That's a wonderful way to close doors that you haven't even reached yet. Because especially and this goes for corporate, of course, too, but of course, in the entertainment industry, it's very much likability. People need to like you to hire you, to want to work with you. How do you handle things? How do you handle pressure? If you are being fired, if you are being pushed out, how do you handle that? Because you can handle things gracefully and be able to return. A la Kenya Moore from The Real Housewives, or Cynthia Bailey, or, there have been plenty of people in the entertainment industry, especially in terms of reality shows, digital shows, that have been released or, from the contract, or just contracts weren't renewed, and they'll let a season or so go by and they return. When you handle things gracefully and professionally, like Lauren LaRosa did in this situation, doors continue to not only, open up for you, but doors stay open. Because that's how it goes. They may not need you for the next 6 months. They may not need you for the next year. But then another year rolls around and it's like, hey, see what Lauren is up to. She'd be great for this. But when you leave a sour taste in people's mouth, I don't know if Jess Hilarious does any type of acting, but most comedians nowadays, they kind of venture into taking on roles. Someone would say, oh, Jess Hilarious will be perfect for this. And then someone else will say, oh, but remember on The Breakfast Club, like, oh, yeah, that's right, she did. Oh, yeah. She did say, I don't need The Breakfast Club. I don't effing need it. Oh, yeah. She's not going to do us like that over at, this network or that network. Or it leaves a bad taste in people's mouths. And so in Jess's live, she does say that she doesn't need The Breakfast Club. But she's booked. She's got gigs. She's, doing shows, whatever. But let me tell you something. Hollywood is very fickle. It's very fickle with talent, period. Okay? Again, that's the whole likability and Relevancy. You know, you may be hot one minute and dry, you know, cold the next, ice cold the next. So I kind of lost my train of thought there, but Hollywood is very fickle. So not only with talent, but then you add on the fact that yes, you're a black person. Yes, you're a black woman. Yes, so those, you know, three things you're carrying already, you know, and then now you're coming off as someone with, you know, oh, she's emotional. She's overly, yeah, she's postpartum, but oh, she's overly emotional. Remember, Janet, I don't remember her name, but Aunt Viv, the first Aunt Viv from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, she got labeled as being hard or difficult to work with. And that was that. There's no other reason why she wouldn't have been all over the place. You know what I mean? Talented actress, you know, theater, you know, very, you know, poised. She could have went on to be, you know, just as, you know, busy and working as a Felicia Rashad. But when you get labeled, especially as a black woman, as difficult to work with, people don't want to work with you. You know, it's already hard to be, I hate to keep throwing the race card and the sex card, but that's just reality. It's kind of hard to be a black woman, a black person and a woman at that in Hollywood. Like these roles and these opportunities aren't just dropping at your feet. You got to work for them, and then you got to be likable. You got to, you got to know how to go along to get along. And so I think it's just a masterclass. Jess showed us on how to play yourself and how to play yourself not only out of your current position, but out of potential future positions. And a masterclass from Lauren LaRosa to see for her to show us, how to take what could potentially be, again, it's supposed to be like a little small thing she's just going to fill in, but she came in and she killed it. So no matter how small the job or how small you may think the opportunity is, never let it be beneath you to kill it. Okay? Never let it be beneath you to go in and leave that imprint of, damn, I didn't know it was that good. You know what I mean? Like, wow, she's incredible. We didn't have a position for her, but hell, let's make one. You know? So thank you, Lauren LaRosa, for that masterclass. And, you know, Jess, hilarious, you know, boo, sweetheart, do better. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I wanted Breakfast Club. You feel me? And I'm going to say this. I don't fucking need to be there.